Hello, everyone, and welcome to my anime journal. Today we will be talking about Taisei Kensetsu, Singapore. 30-second animated commercial for a construction company. And I do work in construction, but I don't work in construction in Singapore, so who cares? And I don't plan on ever working in Singapore. But yeah, this is made by Makoto Shinkai. He's the director, the episode director. He directed the one 30-second episode. Wow, congrats! You have 2 titles. In fact, 4, because he's also the storyboarder and the editor. Wow. Well, this guy did the key animation, the character design, the animation direction. This guy did the key animation. This guy did the director of photography and the color design. And boom, it only took 4 people to make a 30-second short. Wow, that's just incredible. Peak anime. Yeah. Anyway, it's not very good, but for a 30-second short, it wasn't bad. It had very good animation, I can tell you that. But for everything else, it's not amazing. As one would expect, they're a 30-second commercial for a construction company. After that, I watched Namakura Gitana Kunoichi Ken. And this is Namakura Gitana's 100th anniversary episode. So we have this. Aired June 30th, 1917. Quite a long time ago. The Dull Sword. And then we have this one, which is November 2017, so a full 100 years after the first one. That's kind of cool in concept, but at the same time it's not actually any good. Anyway, I've probably either talked about Gitana before, or I will talk about it in the future, so no point in brushing up on that. I'm just going to tell you that the new one doesn't really have anything to offer. And after that, I watched Sotai Sekai, set in the future year of 2020. Oh, this is 2017. A wonderful setting it a full 30 years in the future when everything's going to be super different. Version of the song is... Yeah, no, I don't think it was very good. I gave it a bad score. Bad. So yeah, it was bland. I don't remember much about it. Oh, apparently there's a better version, a movie version. I don't know. I don't care to watch that. I haven't seen it. Oh, and then I watched Flying Witch Petite. And these are just shorts. There's just 9 of them, 2 minutes each, and they're about Flying Witch. And Flying Witch is adorable. It's like kind of magical girl, but at the same time kind of, well, I mean, if you think that Ultramaniac is a magical girl anime, then this is too. I don't know why. Let's say, like, what was it? Malgraph. It says, oh no, Flying Witch isn't a magical girl anime. They're witches, sure they use magic, but they're not well, if you're gonna include Ultramaniac as a magical girl anime when there's no fighting at all, then Flying Witch would count as well. Or just don't include Ultramaniac and don't include non-warrior magical girl anime. Anyway, that's off track. So these actual little shorts, they're 2 minutes each. They're cute. Not much happens. There's gag humor. So it's like 4 Koma kind of style. It's just from a regular manga, but I mean, it feels very 4 Koma-y. It's very just like straight to the point, little short gags. It's funny. It's not amazing though. And then after I watched the special, which also wasn't amazing. Ooh, freaking hell, Captain Earth. Well, let's talk about Captain Earth. One of my least favorite animes. Animes with an S. So this is a mecha, as you can see from the cover. It's a terrible mecha. It's just bland. And bland, not just like 5 out of 10 boring. I've seen the same kind of thing, dime a dozen kind of thing. It's actually so boring. It's like mind numbing. It's like on Glass Slip's tier of, oh my god, why would you think this was a good idea to make? It's just so boring. At least we do get a dark skinned waifu, so that's good. That's one positive about the series. But I don't know. I mean, there's so many better things to watch. Don't waste your time. In fact, it's worse, in my opinion, than Glass Slip, partly because it's 25 episodes that you have to sit through before you get to mark it as completed. And after that, I watched Guilty Crown, 4 Gekijo. Or actually, I completed it since I started it. Wow, basically exactly a year I took to watch this 11 minutes. Anyway, this was when I completed the series because I had it in my on hold because I was subtitling it, but I thought, no one watches this. Like, the subtitle videos were not getting any views, and I was like, who cares? I'm just gonna finish the rest of it, just get it off my on hold. And so I just watched it raw, and it's boring. It wasn't very entertaining at all to just to watch. I feel like my subtitled version, I finished the subtitle recently. I feel like that version is more entertaining. I haven't gotten any solid opinions on that yet. Again, not many people have watched it. But I feel like the subtitled version is better. But this little thing is, it wasn't very entertaining to watch raw. I doubt an official sub would make it any better. Anyway, after that, and it's just, it's 4 special. It's like, it's chibi. It's kind of cute. It's alright of humor, although the humor is really my own since I don't actually understand what they were saying. Dagashi Kashi 2, which is worse than Dagashi Kashi 1. Not by too much. They at least made it shorter. It's 12 minutes per episode, rather than the first one's 24, which is a good decision in my opinion. The manga chapters are only 6 pages each, which translates to around 3 minutes of content or so. Maybe 5 if you stretch it out a bit. So it means that you need a lot of chapters for a full episode, whereas if you're just doing it in this kind of style of 12 minutes, you need fewer chapters, which is a good thing. You don't want to have just ridiculous amount of chapters in every episode. It either just looks like a clip show, or how they tried to do it is they pretended that there was a continuity when there really wasn't. And so that's a problem. It messed it up. Like, you could tell that they were like going so off track from the original manga, because the original manga didn't have a story and they tried to give it one, and just using its own content, which was it just didn't work. So this one doesn't really try to go that route. It's better in that way, but at the same time, the humor isn't as good and stuff like that, so it's still like worse in the end. After that, I watched Osaka wa Fufu ni Nate Kara, and this is also called Love is Like a Cocktail. This is another anime I tried to subtitle, and I think I got like 3 or 4 episodes in and then just gave up, because, well, that was actually that was kind of my own fault. I put the first 3 episodes on YouTube, just straight onto YouTube, not even bother with like, a link video or anything, just straight on. Thought this should be fine. However, this actually got picked up by Crunchyroll, which means that it's at least a little popular. We see for 85,000 people seen it here. And so if something is at least somewhat popular, then it means it's going to have stricter copyright. They didn't care for the first 3 weeks, but then after that, they just took down all 3 of them, gave me a copyright strike, and that destroyed my subtitle of it, because even after putting up it again, they could never reach the views that the original ones got, just because, well, I mean, the original ones got traction because it was airing, and now after those episodes have already finished, no one cared anymore. But anyway, the actual story of this is about this guy. It's actually about a married couple, which is quite rare. And so it's about this guy who likes doing amateur bartending, and this girl or woman who is just an office worker, and she likes alcohol, or I think she's like supposed to be like a recovering alcoholic or something, and so she kind of wants to abstain from drinking, but then the guy is like, come on, just one more drink. And then after a single standard drink, she's like absolutely hammered. And yeah, I don't know how the physics of that works. Maybe she just has a super low tolerance for alcohol. Yeah, well, that's how this thing works. It's kind of cool. You get to see these new cocktails and stuff. It's decently done for what it is. It's not amazing though. If you're looking for a short, it's a good choice. And after that, I watched Highschool DxD, or finished it. Again, this is another one that I took a while to watch, because it's terrible. I watched the first, I think it was 5 episodes of it. No, I think it might have been 7 episodes I watched in a simul watch. And then I had 5 episodes left and was like, God, frickin', I don't want to finish this. This is awful. And I just left them. And so eventually I got around to finishing it like a good little boy. And it was just as terrible as it seemed originally, which is just wonderful. So we have our main protagonist, the dude, the one male of the anime who is a pervert and likes big boobs, and then you have the female heroines who have big boobs, except for Koneko. She has small boobs, and so they defeat demons together. Hooray! God, it's terrible, honestly. I know there's a lot of fans of it, but honestly, no, it's really bad. Yeah, one of, I mean, it's not as bad as Captain Earth, but it's still really bad, at least in my opinion. Especially since I don't really like big boobs. So yeah, if you're looking for a nice, casual, lighthearted romance anime, no. If you are looking for an ecchi anime, possibly with a bit of like horror and demons and whatever, especially if you like High School of the Dead, that's a very similar one, at least I've heard, then go ahead. It does have some similarities to Zombie Deska, which I did like, but it's like had like the worst similarities. Like it was like they pick and chose the worst parts of Zombie Deska, and I was like, oh, yeah, these seem like a good thing to do an anime on. Let's remove like the good humor and the magical girl stuff and all that, and just take like the big boobs and the harem and the like the fighting evil creatures and whatever. Yeah, just keep that stuff in. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it to too many people, but yeah, I know there's some people who just really appeals to. And if you're one of those people, that's not a problem. But it didn't appeal to me. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.